What's going on, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back to the channel, and we've got huge news that came out from Treyarch earlier today. As you can see there, Black Ops Cold War Zombies gameplay guide. So they've released a lot of info. We're going to go through it all right now. Just before we get to that, be sure you hit subscribe. We're almost at 1,000. So close, so close, so close. Thank you guys so much. And also drop a like if you don't mind. In just 2 weeks, Zombies fans around the world will get their hands on the first chapter of the Dark Ether story in Die Maschine on November 13. At the official Zombies reveal in September, we laid out all the ways we're bringing classic Zombies gameplay elements to Black Ops Cold War, including the return of the Pack-a-Punch machine, yay, I think we can all agree on yay on that, wall buys, mystery box, perk machine jingles, the iconic ray gun, and more. We're also delivering a whole slate of gameplay innovations that seamlessly work together to make this year's offering our most compelling and replayable Zombies experience yet. And we know you've got questions about how all of it actually works in-game, and fortunately, we know a few people in a certain Zombies design department who can help with that. Let's get into it. Okay, perks and skill tiers. First, let's take a look at perks. Specifically, which ones you'll be able to collect and utilize at launch, how they work, and, for the first time in Zombies history, how to upgrade them. Yes, so this is definitely different, and I went through this a little bit. It is different. Is it good or bad? I'm going to put that to you guys, and I'm going to say we're not going to know until we actually get our hands on the game. On launch day, you'll have 6 different Zombies perks to crack open. Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Deadshot Daiquiri, and an all-new perk debuting in Black Ops Cold War, Elemental Pop. You will notice it says on launch day. There's more coming later. Stay tuned. On launch day, though, we knew Jug was back. It was huge. Everybody wanted it back. Everybody was so upset at BO4 because it didn't have it. Now it's back. Okay, Quick Revive. Obviously, got to have that. Hello, solo players, right? Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Deadshot Daiquiri. So we've got all absolute classics that we're all completely familiar with. Nothing surprising there. Although they will not work exactly the same way as they have in the past. We're going to get to that. And then we have Elemental Pop. Juggernog, increase maximum health by 50, okay? So, you guys remember, like, if you think from BO2 Origins to BO3 Origins, the big difference, right? BO2, 2 hit down. BO3, 3 hit down. 100 health in BO2, 150 BO3. So, basically, I think we're getting... I don't think they're going to go back to a 2 hit down. There's no way. So it's got to be 3, so like let's call it 150 base health. And another 50 with Jug gives you 4 hits before you go down. Now that would actually be lowering its effectiveness compared to what it has been in the past. But we're going to see in a minute, again, these are upgradable. So that's the base one that you get. Quick Revive. Reduce the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%. That's huge. Reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Now, reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%, that's always been the case. Usually when you're playing in squads, I've noticed, because I literally only ever played Zombies solo. Reducing the time to revive by 50%, that's typical of Quick Revive. Reduce the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%, that's new, as far as I can recall. I mean, but again, I always play solo, so I always have Quick Revive. That's the reason why Quick Revive perk is in spawn. You get it first because if you're solo, you go down, game over. Speed Cola, increase reload speed by 15%. Okay, that doesn't sound like a lot. I don't know what the actual percentage was in the past, but 15% doesn't seem like a lot. But again, that's the base version of the perk. We can upgrade everything. Stamina Up, increase run and sprint speed. Of course, Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sights, moves to enemy critical locations, remove scope sway. Elemental Pop. Every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. While Zombies veterans will be familiar with the initial versions of most of our starting perks, Elemental Pop is something different. As we hinted at in our Zombies Reveal blog, this new perk is all about ammo mods. Okay. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance for a random base ammo mod to take effect against your target. An incredibly useful tool for when your back's up against the wall. Again, it sounds like the alternate ammo types like you would get. But what happens when you want to take your perks to the next level? That's where our all-new skill tiers come in. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every perk can be permanently upgraded to up to 3 levels. Yes, you heard that right. Permanently. To upgrade your perks, you'll need to earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game or through successful exfiltration. You'll need to earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game or through successful exfiltration. What's more, you'll be able to upgrade skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes to help you stay alive even longer as you collect and invest more Ethereum crystals. Over time, you'll use these crystals to improve the tools in your arsenal, improving their damage and utility to help you reach higher rounds. As an example, upgrading the Elemental Pop perk to Tier 3 will grant the following effects. Tier 1, equipment damage also has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. Tier 2, reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. Tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. Oh, and don't worry, we'll be introducing more perks throughout our post-launch seasons. No guesses. Well, we could guess probably what some of them are. We've got some very, classics. I'm sure there'll be Double Tap coming, 2.0, obviously. Weapon rarities. Perks are essential, but let's be honest, survival in Zombies is all about the weapons. In previous iterations, too many Zombies players were left trying to figure out which weapons were the quote-unquote top tier for any given situation based on their wall buy prices, or by rolling them from the mystery box and hoping for the best. This time around, our new weapon rarity system gives every weapon a path to greatness. Here's how. Weapons come out in 5 tiers of rarity. Common/loadout, so basically what you start your game with, or you just basic. Uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. This reeks of Fortnite to me, and I don't like that right off the rip, but let's keep going and see. Each tier increases the damage done by those weapons and will also determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. For example, an uncommon weapon will feature around 50% damage boost. Okay, so you get more damage from just an uncommon weapon over a common/loadout. Wow. And it comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version kicks that up to roughly 300% damage and comes stacked with 8 attachments. But how does this affect wall buys and the mystery box, you ask? Doesn't this new system make those less effective? Great questions. Weapon rarities make wall buys and the mystery box even more worthwhile in Black Ops Cold War by giving players more options in any given game. Buying your favorite weapon off the wall is now different every time, with random attachments thrown into the mix, and the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher. Okay, that's cool. This creates a new layer of strategy to keep in mind as the match goes on. What happens if you hit the jackpot on your first spin of the mystery box and get an epic magnum at round 10? And then roll an uncommon AK-74U on your very next spin. Let's just say you're more comfortable with SMGs, but you know your damage potential will become lower as a result of switching. Which one do you keep? Previously, if you found a strong weapon in the mystery box, you had very little motivation to return. Now, even if you roll a weapon that you're happy with early in the game, you can return 10 rounds later and try to roll the legendary version. So the same gun, but the different versions of it. The mystery box also now includes support items such as the sentry turret and War Machine, which always comes in handy. You can pull that out of the mystery box. Okay. To quote Treyarch's lead Zombies systems designer, Kevin Drew, I've been playing Zombies for 10 years, and this is the most excited I've been when opening the mystery box. Custom loadouts. Because we're bringing everything together to unify progression across multiplayer and Zombies and Black Ops Cold War, this is the team's first chance to fully deliver custom loadouts in Zombies. First and foremost, empowering players to bring all of their unlocked weapons and cosmetics into Zombies. takes the action up a notch and gets everyone into higher rounds faster. This gives players more freedom to play their way, especially for those who want to get a better feel for how much fun zombies can be after the first few rounds. Loadouts don't change the classic zombies formula as much as you might think, however. That's good. If starting out with a classic 1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. The design team carefully considered how loadouts would affect weapon progression gameplay, and as such, loadouts in zombies are simplified compared to those in multiplayer. You can only bring in a single weapon and a field upgrade with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available, which is common. This means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you'll still need to get out there and find other weapons quickly. So you can bring in a custom loadout, but it's still going to be a very weak loadout to start the game. Makes sense, right? You can also upgrade the rarity of your loadout weapon in-game, or any weapon for that matter, so you can keep your customized loadout weapon into higher rounds if that's more your style. Field upgrades. Field upgrades in zombies are entirely different from those found in multiplayer, and for good reason. These are tools designed to fit the narrative Black Ops Cold War Dark Ether story and provide a welcome power spike as part of the core combat loop without making players OP in the process. Zombies field upgrades available at launch, again at launch, include Frost Blast, probably Cryo Freeze, right? Create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. Healing Aura. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal to full health. That's pretty amazing. If that works kind of like when the elixirs in BO4, like as soon as you click on your D-pad, even though you're getting whacked by the zombies, you still have time to think of taking anywhere but here. You're surrounded, you're pinned into a corner, you're getting wham, bam, 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 they're banging on your shield and about to kill you, you can't move. As soon as you pressed I had it up on my D-pad, for instance, you're not taking any damage from there on out. It gives you time to drink it, and then you zip off to wherever. So maybe that healing aura will work the same way. Energy mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. Ring of Fire. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage. Lasts 15 seconds. Ether Shroud. Phase into the dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. The design of these field upgrades takes inspiration from several action-based abilities in previous zombies games, including certain gobblegums, elixirs, and even some non-passive perks. Each one is balanced with an appropriate number of zombie kills required to charge it. For example, Healing Aura has the upgraded ability to revive players in the map remotely, wow, but requires double the kills to charge an offensive-based field upgrade such as Energy Mine. So you could revive your teammate from all the way on the other side of the map. When you load into a match, you're going to want to have one of these field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up. Okay, so you got to think about that beforehand. Again, like you're setting up your perks, basically, in BO4. Coordinate with the rest of your team before a match to make sure you've got a good balance of offensive, defensive, and support field upgrades to help everyone survive as long as possible. Armor and Salvage. This is going to be big. No more shield in Call of Duty Zombies, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, but again, we don't know. Maybe it'll be great having the armor and salvage instead. Replacing the crafted shield of previous Zombies experiences, armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. Armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using salvage. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. So basically, it's going to work like Warzone, right? You get 3 pieces of armor to put on. It gives you extra health. You get shot. You lose some of that armor. You're taking damage, but you're not, It's not going to be like the shield where if they just hit your shield, you didn't take any damage, but your shield did. This will be, if they hit you, you will still take damage, but you've got a lot of extra health because the armor is basically gonna work like health, right? Although armor is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armor shard dropped from certain enemies, it's a finite resource, and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a carpenter power-up. Awesome. Armor can also be upgraded 2 additional levels, increasing its damage mitigation and durability. You're going to need it as rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, even when paired with an upgraded Juggernog perk, no amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as rounds get higher and the challenges increase. Support and score streaks. We've wanted to bring score streaks to zombies for a long time, and now that player progression is unified across modes, there's never been a better opportunity. While certain zombies maps have included some variants of these in the past, the new Dark Ether narrative offered the perfect chance to finally carry over some of the militarized version into zombies to raise the stakes even higher. Sometimes you just need a little extra power to get out of a tight spot, and that's where support comes into play. At launch, the available support selections will include Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, War Machine, Chopper Gunner, Self-Revive. Keep an eye out for one of these to pop out of the mystery box, if you're lucky. Wow, that would be nice to get a Chopper Gunner out of the box, right? And for those curious about how calling in a Chopper Gunner works without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies while you're controlling it, any support that takes perspective away from your character will temporarily make you immune to damage and ignored by enemies while it's deployed. Can't get killed basically while you're in the Chopper Gunner, simple enough. Can make use of support in solo games as well. Loot and crafting. It pays to stay resourceful during an undead invasion. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources including salvage, armor, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. As you unlock equipment and score streaks through standard player progression, that content will become available at the crafting table in-game and can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. For example, a frag grenade is considered uncommon loot, whereas the Symbol Monkey is a rare drop. So, we're getting monkey bombs again. Optional exfil. Okay, let's get into this. Why die if you don't have to? With a new option to exfil from the map when your squad can't last much longer, you can roll the dice and try to survive long enough to escape with some extra rewards, but it won't be easy. Starting at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call in an exfil. In a co-op game, a majority of the players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end, and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystal. Ping system. For the first time, we're bringing a locational ping system to zombies players. This will function the same way it does in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer, activated by pressing D-pad left on controllers, Z on keyboards. Yeah, we know about that stuff. Don't forget your treats. You didn't think we'd leave you empty-handed for Halloween, did you? We've got even more zombies goodies to share. Oh yeah, if you go onto YouTube, you can listen to the new theme song from Zombies. Okay, look, that's a ton of info there. I have a link down in the description for this if you want to go over this and read it again yourself. I think we covered everything. There's just it's the info is good, but we just need to get our hands on it to actually see. I could see some of this stuff being incredible. I could see some of it being horrible. I just don't know. Again, we're gonna have to in like the same thing. The way it's phrased, like, okay, well, that could be awesome, or it could be terrible. So we just don't know until we get our hands on it. This is a very long video, but Zombies community, I know we're excited. We haven't had zombies since BO4. Not many of us thought BO4 was the best, right? So we're super excited. It's just let's get our hands on it and let's jump in. Let's kill some zombies, man.